Welcome back to the cabin, Dinky Dill. Now, have I got a product review for you? Oh no, he says. Oh no, not another product review. This is a portable power station from VTOMAN. It is a cracking little power station. It's only small and compact, but it really packs above its punch. It is a really good machine. And I'm more than happy to promote it. To be honest with you, I've had it for about 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. And I've been doing, I've tested it on all sorts, to be honest with you, and honestly it's cracking. So what it is, I'm going to catch you a bit later on after the video, because I want to have a natter with you, keep you up to date with what's going off. Okay, I will see you later on. Hi, welcome back to the cabin. Now, we're doing this product review. Now before you ask, this is a paid product review, so it is a paid product review. I've had this sent out to me about 2.5 weeks ago, and I've been using it in the cabin. I've done quite a few things with it, and I've also been running my TV, game system and stuff like that on it as well in the other room. I've also done other things with it as well. I do like it. It's a small, compact little power station. It's not like the big ones that are sometimes advertised, but it's handy. There's no weight to it. You can lift it up, no trouble at all, and it's handy just for emergency power. So the sponsor today of the video that you're watching and this product review is VTOMAN. They're the longest standing supporter of the channel. They've supported me right from the beginning. They're a really good company. I've had a lot of power stations, solar panels and all sorts of them. They are a really good company and the stuff is top notch, and I do mean that as well. I wouldn't just say it. Right, now this power station is a little beauty. Before we start, it is the I'm turning it round and round and round like a yo-yo, aren't I? Right, this is the VTOMAN FlashSpeed 600. Okay, now the specs on it, I'll tell you this because they're only on a piece on the cardboard, so I'll be able to tell you a lot better, won't I? Right, it's the battery capacity is 499 watt hours. It's a live PO4 battery. AC input is 400 maximum. So what I found is when I've been in the other room, I haven't connected this up to the solar yet. I'll be honest, I am going to wire it up and I am going to connect it to the solar panels. But what I have been doing is, obviously, you know, I've got other power stations that run this place. So I've got sockets all over the place like you would have in a normal house. So I've plugged this into that socket, and then it's took power from the other power stations to keep this fully charged. When it is charging, it automatically goes up to 400 watts straight away to fully charge. It does not take long, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, it's fully charged. It is a really good device. Now it says DC input is 200 watts maximum, so the solar as well is 200 watts maximum it can take. AC output is 600 watts, peak 1200 watts. And DC output is your car charger, which is 12 volt 10 amp. So it says operating temperatures -20 to -55, and that's Celsius. Charging temperature is -to -55 Celsius, to the most extremes it'll do it to. And the weight of the product is 7.2 kilograms. Now when you look at reviews of this little beauty, they won't tell you it weighs. I'll tell you again, 7.2 kilograms. There you go. Right, so what we'll do is we'll go through the front in a minute, we'll turn the back around and you'll see. Oh, let me turn the power on. There you go. You got a light there. That's it. Right, now on top is a little cabinet, little cupboard, and you can put all your cables in. So you've got all your cigarette lighter cables and USBs and USB-C cables. They fit in nice and handy, plus the instructions fit in it as well, just in case you need it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come to the front and I'm going to show you a few things it can do. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to show you a little bit about this. So what you've got is you've got your AC power input, which is 400 watts, which is your mains power adapter. Okay, and then you've got your DC input, which is 200, and you've also got your solar. So that one's your solar, that's your DC, and that's your mains. And then that's your DC output, and then this is your USB-Cs. You've got 2 of them, and then you've got your USB-Cs as well. Sorry, standard USBs, and then you've got 2 USB-Cs, and you've got 2 sockets, and then you've got your battery charge. Now that battery charge is where you can add an extra battery as well. So VTOMAN do these extra batteries, so it'll like treble your size capacity. They're really good batteries actually. I've got some of them as well, and I've advertised them before. So what we're going to do is, first of all, I'm going to plug these USB devices in like that, and these should come on. There you go, that's powered up, and then all being well, there you can see that light up blue as well, so that's lighting up. So as you can see, it's using 3 watts just to power these, and it's on 100%. Bear that in mind when I start plugging stuff in later on. Okay, so that's the device there. You can see that's on charge, that's on charge. So I've actually got a good idea of something we can do that'll really test it, right? I'll be back in a minute. Now I'm going to have to scooch down now. So what I've decided to do, I've decided, and normally when I do reviews I turn the fridge to freezer on and stuff like that. So this time I thought I'd do it a bit different. So what I thought I'd do is, I've got my George Foreman grill out, and what we're going to do is we're going to cook a bacon and egg sandwich. Right, so you'll see that, because that'll take a lot of power to do. So what we'll do is we'll cook it away, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this, that's it, and I'll turn this on, and we'll put a bit of fat on, let it warm up. Now as you can see, it's using 620 watts, and it's on 97% power, and the iPad's still running, it's still charging, though you can see it charging green in that corner, and then the Alexa's working. Computer, see, that's working fine still as well. So what we'll do is we'll let this butter melt. You can see it slowly melting. Can't get on the camera yet, I need to scooch down, don't I? So what we'll do is we'll put some bacon on. I feel like I'm on MasterChef here. So what we'll do is I'll keep coming back to you every so often, showing you where we're up to with this cooking. I think you can see it perfectly clear. You can see the smoke coming off, all the steam. So it's cooking well. So what I'm going to do now is put a couple of eggs on as well, make a bit of room. That's it. I'll drop a little bit of margarine into that. And I'll crack a couple of eggs in. Now, I'll be honest with you, I'm not good at flipping eggs. Oh, I didn't do so bad there, did I? There we go. Right, so let's have a go. Right, as you can see, That's your 2 eggs, cooked nicely. We'll turn the grill off and get the bacon on. Now normally I will put brown sauce on, but I can't put brown sauce on because Kev's not one for having sauce on any food or anything. So there you go, that's it. That's Kev's breakfast. So hopefully he's going to enjoy that. I'll give him that in a minute, and I'll be back in a minute. Welcome back. I've just took that bacon and egg sandwich down to our Kev, and he's over the moon. So the time now is 2 AM, so I'm filming this early in the morning. You know I normally get up early, so I've made that, and he was up watching TV, so he's over the moon with that. Now, as you can see, the power on this, it's still running this. I don't know if you can see, that's little green icon there, which means it's taking charge. Computer, turn on Albert.
Okay.
So you know that's working because obviously it's turned Albert on. Computer, turn off Albert.
Okay.
Now, the power consumption, which you'll be able to see better than me, it's on 70%. So it's cooked a mighty breakfast and it's still on 70%. It's a cracking little power station, honestly. Now it's on offer at the moment with VTOMAN. They're doing a big promotion with it. You can buy the solar panels off them as well, which goes with it. You can this one will either take the 110 watt panels, and it'll also take the 200 watt panels as well. So they're on offer as well. And also you can buy a power pack, extra power pack, that'll increase the size of the capacity of the battery as well, if that makes sense, plugged into each other. Because remember, that's what that port is for there. It's to plug in the extra battery. I know for a fact the extra battery's on offer as well. Like I said, I'm not just saying it, they are doing a good promotion at the moment. And there you go. So if you're interested, all the information is in the description below, and I've even secured a discount code for you as well. How's about that? So go through to the website, click on the link and have a browse around. You might decide you don't want to get this power station, you might want to get one of the others. If you look back on some of my other product reviews on VTOMAN power stations, I've done a wide range of them, so you can have a look, see what you think. But yeah, I will grab one while the deal's on. Alright, now listen, I'll see you a bit further on in the video. Welcome back, welcome back. Now I'm going to sit down because it's comfy on this chair. I've got a chair now. I've got, right, it's a stool, it's a bar stool. Now what it is, those of you, if you are interested in that power station, if you look below in the description, you'll see all the information with the hyperlinks and everything, and there should be a discount code sat there for you as well. So, but VTOMAN, they've been the longest standing supporter of the channel, so I really appreciate them. I really do, and honestly the stuff's top notch, it really is. Now what's been happening, right, what we've been doing is, because even though I've got a big kitchen now, I've not actually got a lot of workspace itself. I've got this that I use here, but because I've got the big grill here and I've got everything at the back and stuff, I don't have the same workspace. So I made a decision, right? I decided this fridge freezer that's here now, as you know, there's a deep chest freezer at the back there. So this fridge freezer, what I've decided to do is I've made room in the pantry. So this is going to go tonight in the pantry, right? We're going to move it tonight. Tomorrow we've got a little worktop size under counter type of thing fridge coming, just a plain fridge, right? So this will be powered in the still being used in the pantry because I've got a power supply in there anyway, and then the little fridge will be plugged in and used here. So what it'll do is it'll give me then some more workspace. So Kev, he says to me, he says, well, you know, if you do that, he says, you'll fill everything up with crap. I says, Kev, I'm not gonna lie to you, I've already worked out where everything's going. So this is what the plan is, right? So in the next video you'll see me putting shelves up and lots of other stuff as well. So this is what's going to be happening, right? These big industrial scales from a bakery, these are actually from a bakery, these. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a shelf about this high at the back, and they're going to go on. Now I've also got a T-file big oven grill over there, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move that, and I'm going to put another shelf about this high, and I'm going to put the oven grill on. So it's going to come out to about here, stick out to about the same width as Albert. And then at the bottom, on top of the fridge itself, I'm going to get my two mixing machines that I've got, because they were used at my brother's bakery then. So I'm going to get them two mixers, and I'm going to put them on the worktop, because I want to start doing a lot of baking. And because they're tucked away in that corner, you don't tend to use them the same, and it puts you off doing baking because you just can't be bothered getting it out and doing all that. So if they're actually there fully functioning, I can just turn it on and get it running. So that's that, which will then free up space in that corner. So I won't have the mixers in, and I won't have the oven grill there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move things down, and I'm going to move the George Foreman grill, which you've just seen me cooking on. I'm going to push that to the back and just move everything down so there'll be lots of space. And then in the corner where the mixers are now, I'm going to put just a couple more shelves in, and I can put some stuff on that as well. And before you ask, I'm not putting any more pans on. I'm a bugger for buying pans on. I'm terrible for it. Kev goes by me when I buy pans. Now I'm going to show you something now. I don't know if you can see this. We bought an induction hob, right? Because what it was, I said to Kev, I said, look, I says, with us being off grid, we've got because we've got all these power stations now, all spring, summer and autumn, we've got an abundance of power. Honestly, no matter what we have on, we never run out of power. And over time, we'll get more power stations, and we'll have even more power. So that's the aim, right? So because we got so much power, what we was doing was, in summer, we were cooking on the gas stoves, these for a 5-ring stove, or at the back here, I've got a gas cooker, propane cooker, and this is a propane cooker. And it's got a grill on it, it's got an oven at the bottom, and it's got 4 hob. So and then we've got the log burner, so sometimes we put the log burner on to cook with the oven on it and cook on the top. But I said, if we do that, Kev, then we're cooking on this stove, we're burning gas, and the gas is what costs us money. And I said, if we're using the log burning oven over there, then we're burning wood or coal, so it's costing us money. So what I said to him was, why don't we move, especially in the better months when we've got even more power, why don't we move towards going all electric with the cooking and try and base everything on the electric, and only use this hob really when we have to do all the oven. So we decided we was going to have a go at doing that. So what we did was, I said to him, look, I says, why don't we get a hob? So what we were looking at first is them, you know, the rings that stick up, them like hot plate rings. You can get the 2 ones, can't you? Well, I've got one of them in storage, but to be honest with you, they take forever to power up. So what I said is, why don't we get an induction, because it'll be straight power straight away. So we decided to get this. Anyway, you lot will know this, but I obviously, because I'm a man who lives in a cabin in the middle of nowhere and don't see anybody from one week to the next, I didn't know this, right? But with having an induction hob, you can only use induction pans on that hob. I didn't know that. So when we got it, I plugged it in up top for power, and I got some of the bigger pans at the back, and I put it on it, I turned it on, it come up error. I'm going, I can't work this out. So I thought it was faulty, to be honest with you. Anyway, Kev's reading the instructions. He's saying you're doing everything that it tells you to do, because he didn't know either, right? So I says, it isn't the pan by any chance, is it? And he goes, oh, why it's induction in it? I went, what do you mean? He says, you've got to use induction pans. I says, oh, I didn't know that. So I tried all the different pans I've got, and some of them do work it, and the cast iron frying pans, they work it as well, and the cast iron pots and that, they work fine on it. So, but I didn't have enough pans, and I didn't have a proper frying pan or a wok that could cook on it. So I decided I would go online, well, go on Amazon, and I would get some induction pans, which are these pans up here. I don't know if you can see in the background, them pans there. But what I also wanted to do, the non-stick as well, and they are really good pans actually, and I also got the wok as well that's there. Now that's a non-stick wok, and I tell you now, it's a cracking wok actually. I'm not making it up, it really is a good wok. So what we've been doing is, we've got the 2 rings that we cook on. So what I've been doing is I've been plugging in the George Foreman grill, cooking meat on it or whatever we're doing on it, and then use these 2 rings for like 1 pan for vegetables to go in and 1 for potatoes to make mashed potatoes. Or if we're having chips, then I'll plug in the chip pan that's there and have the grill going as well. And then what I'll do is I'll put a little pan on that, and I'll have like a tin of peas on it or something like that, mushy peas or carrots or whatever. So that's what we've been doing, and we're having no trouble. So this actual gas hob we've not been using at all. Well, not much anyway. We have used it, but not as much. So, but we have had this summer a couple of days, and we have had, like, I think we had a spell where we had about 4 or 5 days where we didn't really get any sun at all. It was dark cloud. This is going back a couple of weeks ago. So we had to on the 5th day, 4th day, 5th day, we had to revert back onto the gas, because with the power stations we've got, if we run on full power, that's like pads going, lights going, fridge, freezer going, or you name it, everything going, then we've got lots of other stuff we've got powered up as well. And if we have that running all together, everything, for 4 days, then on the end of the 4th day, that's when we run drier power in the cabin, right? So what we do then is kick the generator in if it's not going to be sunny the next day, and then within about 3 hours we can power all these power stations up, charge them back up again, knock the Jenny off, and then we've got another 4 or 5 days worth of power again. So that's what we've done. But obviously all this summer so far we haven't had to have the generator on, and I've not had to turn it on at all. So luckily on the 5th day, after the 4th day of having no power, it was really sunny, and then by about 11, 12 o'clock all the batteries were fully charged again. So that's that. But listen, I've got something to show you, right? Just wait there a sec till I come round. Right, I'm going to take you down here now. There is a reason I'm showing you this. Can you see? Hopefully you can. Wait, I might not be able to show you. There, can you see that switch in that corner down there? Right, now watch this. Kev has installed this and he's fitted it onto the generator. Right, now look at this. This is cool as hell, this. Right, turn it on. Come on. Ah, he's not come on, he's not got it working. It normally works a treat. Ah, I've shut myself up now, haven't I? Well, I'm going to be honest with you now. I have proper showed myself up now, haven't I? So what you could actually say is this is a DIY Kev Strikes Again moment, where he's got it working and now it's not working again. But honestly, I think the battery must have gone flat in the generator because we've not used it for so long. But it does work a dream. Honestly, you press that button, boom, works straight away. So in the next video, I will do it again to prove that it works, and we'll put the battery on charge in the generator. It's only because the battery's gone flat in generator, so it can't turn itself on. That's all it is. Right, now listen, I'm going to leave you in peace, and I will see you in the next video. I can't believe I proper showed myself up with that one. That's DIY Kev Strikes Again for you, that, innit?